with breaking news coming in. As far as the NCRT textbook revision row is concerned, we have a reaction coming in from Pawan Kalyan, the Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Pawan Kalyan says he's talking about the glorification of Akbar. Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan criticized it, the glorification of Mughal rulers in school textbooks, while also accusing the education system of ignoring the suffering endured by Indians under their rule. He said, you talk so highly about Akbar, you glorify an invader like Babur, but why were we not taught about Vijayanagara?
You talk so highly about Akbar, you talk about the invader like Babur in a glorified way, but how come we don't talk about Chalukyas? How come we were never taught about Vijayanagara? How come we were never taught about Ahams and from Naigars to Tamil Nadu? And the major part was how Chhatrapati Shivaji came for a rescue in Tamil Nadu temples. How come it was not conveyed? So all these things, I think, if you look at it in that perspective, I think it is except Mughals, rest of the dynasties were never given the right recognition what they deserve. I think we have a right to know about it.
So Amit is joining us on the broadcast with more details. So it's a big endorsement for the recent changes made in the NCRT textbook. And Pawan Kalyan also says we have a right to know about the other aspects as well. Why were we not taught? And he's talking about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaja's attempts and efforts to rescue Tamil Nadu temples.
That's so Swati. Yesterday, while his movie is scheduled to be at Veera Mallu is scheduled to be released on 24th of this month. So basically, that movie is based upon a character, fictional character, which is which mainly shows the atrocities done by the Mughals and mainly what the common man went through at that time when taxes were levied on the Hindus. While for being Hindus is what even yesterday Pawan Kalyan stated. Even today, he has while speaking on this, basically he's speaking on his movie release, Harihara Veeramallu. So basically, while speaking on that character, how Chhatrapati Shivaji has challenged Mughal Empire, and how a common man went through his life, and how this fictitious character speaks about the Mughal Empire, and also how Aurangzeb levied taxes on the Hindus. So basically, while saying that, he clearly stated that we have always glorified the characters of basically Mughal emperors, and including Aurangzeb, Akbar, and others. And what they did, exactly happened at that time, how they killed the people, and also what atrocities they did, how taxes, how levied on the Hindus. So all these things we were seen mentioning, and said that our textbooks, basically, when yesterday said this, and even today he said that our textbooks which we read, recently NCRT has did a revision, but even state syllabuses doesn't mention the atrocities happened during the Mughal empire. So about Vijayanagara Empire, it was we don't study. About other empires we don't study, and even there were others, lots of kings we don't study, is what exactly he stated.
Absolutely. So Pawan Kalyan is endorsing the changes made. He's also saying that you are glorifying invaders like Babur, and you are speaking about Akbar. But why were we not taught about the contributions of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and how he came for the rescue of temples in Tamil Nadu? He also says we have a right to know. So Somit is also raising questions on the education system.
Well, that's true. See, it's very much clear that what happened during the medieval history time, and also what atrocities were committed at that time. Even we should also recently revision was done in the NCRT 8th textbook, but it speaks about the atrocities done at that time, and how people were killed, how the entire cities were burned down to ashes. So basically, when it comes to all these years, we are not studying about what happened to Indians at that time, what happened to non-Muslims, especially at that time, how even jizya tax was imposed on the Hindus for being Hindus, to live a life as Hindu. So basically, we are not taught all these lessons, and even in the state
Yes.
syllabus, if I speak about the even Telangana or Andhra or other states, these this syllabus is not included, and textbooks doesn't teach us these atrocities, what happened and what we went through, and facts should be put out is what exactly
Right.
indirectly or directly Pawan Kalyan meant.
All right, so Amit, stay on with us. Let's once again listen into what Pawan Kalyan, the Deputy CM of Andhra Pradesh, said.
You talk so highly about Akbar, you talk about the invader like Babur in a glorified way, but how come we don't talk about Chalukyas? How come we were never taught about Vijayanagara? How come we were never taught about Ahams and from Assam, Naigars to Tamil Nadu? And the major part was how Chhatrapati Shivaji came for a rescue in Tamil Nadu temples. How come it was not conveyed? So all these things, I think, if you look at it in that perspective, I think it is except Mughals, rest of the dynasties were never given the right recognition what they deserve. I think we have a right to know about it.
Somit continues to stay with us on the broadcast. Somit, remember the criticism that came in that the NDA, the BJP especially, wants to change history, or it wants to rewrite history, it wants to portray a particular community in bad light. Those were the reactions that came in from the opposition on the changes made. Whereas NCRT, they made a statement where they said that this is not to blame someone. In fact, there was a disclaimer which said that people should not be blamed today for what has happened in the past. But everybody, of course, has the right to know the way history unfolded.
Well, that's true, Swati. See, this is what the disclaimer was, mentioned and stated in the textbook. But, so no one should be blamed for what happened in the past. So that is fine. No one should be blamed for what happened in the medieval history period or before that or after that. So that is very much clear. But one thing is very much also clear that, what happened at that time, everyone should know, and, the facts and figures, the atrocities committed, and also even if anything good has happened, even that has to be known. So basically, it is very much clear that today's students should learn what happened exactly during the medieval history period, and that is what even Mr. Pawan Kalyan was seen saying yesterday and even today. So, he'll also be speaking to us very shortly from now. And he has clearly stated that basically, we are not taught when it comes to what happened, the atrocities committed against non-Muslims or Hindus.
Right,
And
he also admits that, yes, we were not taught about other dynasties while we spoke highly of Akbar and glorified the reign of Babur. Thank you very much, Somit, for getting us the details. We'll keep coming back to you for more reactions on